Tabletop Spotlight, brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Hey everyone, I'm AdamHarry from Bill Souls with
Michael from Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
We're back with another Tabletop Spotlight. Michael, you know I love sci-fi RPGs.
Well, you're in luck. I brought one right here.
What?
I know, right? It's almost like you can see it too.
I can't.
It's right here. It's called Farflung.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new RPG. This is also fresh off Kickstarter. We've been doing a lot of Kickstarter stuff lately.
Yeah. It's all coming. It's all shipping.
Yeah, it's all coming at the same time like they do. It's, like I said, it's brand new off Kickstarter. This is, like I said, it's a space RPG.
Yeah.
But it's a weird one. And
how so?
It reminds me a lot of Hitchhiker's Guide. If you ever read those books, where there's just weird concepts and just bizarre, Douglas Adams type stuff. It's a little bit like that. It is a little more mature. There's some artwork in here. You'll see this kind of, gross or a little more mature oriented. They don't call it After Dark or nothing. But it is still, fairly broad RPG. Just some.
Well, it's an RPG. It's a tool set
stuff
to do whatever you want.
Pretty much
in the setting, and it's just for the game master and the players to kind of go nuts with.
Yep. Yep.
All right, cool. Well, I like crazy RPGs. Let's take a look inside. Here we have Farflung, sci-fi role-playing After Dark.
After Dark. It's got a really nice cover, actually. A nice little simple sort of look.
What's Beck look like here?
It's the same.
Cool space lady.
Space lady with some art.
Yep.
So yeah, we got the book here. We'll just start going through a little bit of it here and there.
Yeah. So what type of system is this, first off?
So this is actually powered by the Apocalypse system.
So if you don't know,
those of you who do not know,
2d6 system.
2d6. Basically, the majority of Apocalypse games, Apocalypse World probably being the most prevalent, I would say.
Yeah.
You 2d6, you add or subtract various modifiers, and you get a variable success or failure sometimes.
Your attributes affect your modifiers. Yeah. So
and this is the attributes of the game, actually. So this is a bizarre space RPG, and they got their own breakdown of the Apocalypse system.
Real quick, too, just to elaborate a little bit more. 2d6 system, stat-based. It's a really simple system of you say what you're going to do, you apply the mods, and you roll to see if it happens.
Yep.
That's pretty much
it. And the game master, or in this game, they're called the Master of Ceremonies.
Yeah.
Will just determine basically how you succeeded or failed.
Yeah.
Very simple, keeps it flowing really easy.
Yep.
No big charts of stats to keep track of or anything like that. So these are their attributes in Farflung. Obviously, most Apocalypse games have different ones. They have some interesting ones. Bottom, Charm, Down, Strange. So bottom is
actually two more.
And top and up. So they're all sort of different. Up is your intellect. Top is how extroverted or bold you are.
Yeah.
Charm is your ego and how friendly and how much of a leader you are. So these are all sort of the abstract things that we don't really quantify in a lot of characters.
Like the opposite, bottom and top are the two opposites there.
Yeah. So bottom is how cool-headed and humble you are.
And top again, hot-headed extroversion.
Yeah. This is what I actually really like about this is that most of these stats are not like a D&D game where you're like strength, charisma. Like, what is charisma?
Yeah.
Whereas this breaks basically charisma into 6 other stats and leaves everything else to just, can you do it? Sure.
Yeah. Down is working with your hands, up is working with your mind.
Yep.
So it's very high level. Yeah. How good are you doing things?
Yeah, some interesting things. You have some indexes, however you want to say it. But these are, you have health indicia here. You have doing, which is your physical endurance, feeling, which is your capacity for emotions, and thinking, which is for remembering and reasoning. So that's a lot of things. That's something you'll see in a lot of Apocalypse games where you have like mind, body, and heart.
Yeah,
that kind of
it's
thing. Same kind of idea where these are the things that you'll apply to rolls as well. And they can go below, they can go down and hit 0 and stuff like that. And as you take harm and damage.
And then this section is just going to go over kind of how to play. And again, it is a say what you're going to do system and then do it system.
Yeah, this is basically a breakdown. You say I want to do this. The DM says, or Master of Ceremonies, I suppose, says, all right, roll your this.
Yeah, and it actually has a nice nifty chart right here. If you're a numbers person, you can kind of see. You do a move and then roll your mod, and the moves are whatever your actions are basically.
Up to 6, you failed. 7 to 9,
weak success.
Sort of medium success. 10 to 12, strong success. 13 or greater, great success.
And again, 2d6 system plus mods. Yes. So that's how you can get over 13 on 2 dice.
So just depends on what you're trying to do. And again, this is sort of bizarre sci-fi game where you can do a lot of different things. Their Kickstarter page explains it really well. You can find ancient lost space civilizations, or
you could be trapped on a space station that's on fire.
Yeah, you can be existing on one planet and be in the middle of a war between 2 races and resolve an entire conflict like that. You can do whatever.
Yeah.
It's all sort of like the freedom of the universe is in this RPG. So
Yeah, so that the setting is basically the strange universe. It's not just like one planet or one time period or anything like that.
I mean, that can be kind of a little bit paralyzing for people who aren't experienced with like, game mastering. But if it's your type of thing where you love that open world, open universe game,
for sure,
this will be great for you. So breaks down some of the moves you can do in the game. You can assault things, avoid things, typical like actions that a lot of other games will have.
Remember lore about specific things.
Yep. So a lot of different RPG tropes. Schmoozing, which is one of my favorite actions you can take. Not like persuasion, not like deception. You schmooze them.
Yeah, let's talk.
You can scope out stuff. There's support things you can do to help your friends and things like that. So
I love the little comics on the side too.
Yeah, the comics are great. They give you sort of little examples in text, and then they describe it sort of in these fictional characters.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
And also, what I also like, outside of those examples, on the pages themselves, they'll give you an example in play of what each move is for in these yellow boxes here. So if you have a chance, pause it and just take a read there. And
right on.
Yeah, so we got some character building stuff next, and obviously because this game is pretty freeform, you get to choose a lot of things about your character. They're called playbooks in this. Yeah. But they have some breakdowns here. So they have a lot of different archetypes of characters.
So this whole section is where you get like a quick... Some of the crazy looking art, which is fun.
Yeah. Some of their art
Let's do this one real quick, and then we'll skip.
Some of their art is a little mature.
Yeah.
We will say there's some kind of gross and some kind of other mature stuff in here. So we'll look at this one though. This is the Archie, and this is basically the problem with history is they used to keep making more of it. Now you're at the end of time. You can just get around and catalog all this stuff. So like archaeologists.
Yeah.
And each playbook has different starting attributes and things you can connect with and special moves, which is great.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, kind of like a character class, but again, very free.
Very loose.
A little, a lot of interpretation.
Yeah. Here's another one here.
This is Celebrity.
Yeah.
This is a darling of the galactic media, a president on the run, Saphod Beeblebrox maybe.
Yeah.
Or a holographic music idol. So you can play Hatsune Miku if you want.
Right on.
Be a Vocaloid.
Here's a Displaced.
Just from one of many previous eras. Like a Cro-Magnon, weird,
strange looking dude.
Strange looking guy.
I wanted to find
something cool.
I wanted to find the
Gestalt is a cool one if you see that.
This is the one I was looking for.
Which one? Oh,
the hero
of the universe. Oh yeah. So this one, basically, you're the kind of person who always does the right thing. You are the Commander Shepard of the game.
You're Malcolm Reynolds.
You're Malcolm Reynolds, exactly, and you kind of look like Malcolm Reynolds a little bit.
That's why I said that one.
Yeah, the gun is a little off, but
it's a artist.
You get a lot of options for player.
Gestalt. Which one was that one?
Gestalt was the one.
Oh, here's another cool one. Last of Their Kind.
Last of Their Kind's a great choice. The typical last survivor.
Oh, here's one of the. I don't want to do that one. That one's a little too weird.
A little too weird?
Yeah.
You'll probably say that a lot if you look through this book.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know if you passed Gestalt or not. Maybe.
But the point is there's tons of different character classes in here.
Here they are. Gestalt's a cool one because, as the name would imply, you get to be one consciousness in many bodies.
Yeah.
So you get, certain extra points like multiplicity by, using your collective and all your moves with all your different physical forms. So a lot of cool, interesting concepts in this game that I really like.
So that's all the... I don't want to call them character classes, but that's the idea. The playbooks.
The playbooks. Some more comics, of course, and some ideas about what you can do in the game.
If you want to make up your own stuff, you can totally
Absolutely.
do that.
Do it.
This whole section for the Master of Ceremonies is just tips on how to play.
Yeah.
There's different
a lot of good tips on how to run such an open game. Yeah. And obviously with a game like this, you'll probably want a little story structure. You can't just let your players here's a universe and go play. But this will help you out with a lot of
you
ideas.
could, but they would just wander around and you wouldn't have a real story to tell.
Yeah.
In this type of a setting, it helps to have some type of starting point and some kind of narrative to follow. At least get them going in that direction.
And it'll tell you all that. There's certain things like time points that are things that happen which create your narrative and stuff like that. So they talk about all of this in this section as well.
Yeah. But it's a pretty interesting RPG, just in terms of settings and again the apocalypse system.
What I like is just things you can do, things that would ruin your interstellar travel.
Yeah.
Things that what kind of life forms you can encounter and different examples of aliens.
Yeah. So this book has a ton of ideas to use in your games, which is super cool.
The one thing to say, of course, it is called role-playing after dark.
Yeah.
There are some mature themes in here. You don't obviously have to use them.
Yeah.
But there's a good page actually.
Oh yeah.
There are some mature things. Obviously, since it's a weird and open universe, you can get involved with people.
You can do whatever you want. Yeah,
do whatever you like.
You can do what you want.
Yeah. What's great here is you might also like basically some inspirations.
Yes.
And you can make your adventures in this game a lot like these things. So if you really like Doctor Who, you can run a Doctor Who-like adventure of time travelers in this game.
If you want more of a...
Play Farscape.
Yeah, if you if you want more of a serious space station type thing, watch a couple episodes of Babylon 5. Mm-hmm. If you want something where there's a lot of stress and pressure, Battlestar Galactica style.
Yeah. You can just do the crazy, weird Barbarella kind of stuff.
Yeah.
The hilarious Hitchhiker's Guide game. So a lot of different inspirations for this that you can sort of imitate in role-playing. Yeah. So if you ever wanted to be on, what is the Heart of Gold? Is that what the ship is in Hitchhiker's Guide?
I think so. That sounds good.
This is your game right here. And there's your basic character sheet. I mean, that's it right there. Yeah. Your connections, your different stuff, your points, and I mean, that's it.
Yeah. So go check it out.
Farflung.
Farflung. Let's hop out for a really quick recap. Well, that was Farflung. Pretty cool looking sci-fi game.
Like I said, it's very bizarre.
Yeah, very out there.
There's a lot of weird stuff you can be and do.
For sure, for sure. Let's crunch some numbers on this bad boy real fast. What's this one gonna run you?
So it should be around $30.
Okay.
Obviously off Kickstarter. Publisher might sell it separately. Publisher, by the way, is Sanguine Productions on Kickstarter, so check them out. But yeah, it'll be around $30 if you buy it at a store like us, who backed it. Might be comparable if you buy it online or something like that, but should be around that.
Yeah.
And it's appropriate for about teen and up. Depends on what kind of game you run.
Right. I think it all boils down to your play group and the type of experience that you want to have.
There's definitely some mature stuff in there that you don't have to use, obviously, like most RPGs. But you know, if your group,
it's an option.
If your group wants to, you can do that. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on with Farflung.
Yeah. If you're looking for that kind of wacky out there sci-fi adventure, then I would definitely take a stroll through Farflung and see what you come up with. Well, that was it. I'm AdamHarry from Bell Lost Souls.
I'm Michael with Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy.
And this has been another Tabletop Spotlight. Thanks again for watching. Tabletop Spotlight brought to you by Dragon's Lair Comics and Fantasy. Thanks for watching.